Lindsay Gottlieb is all class, and talking to her before that UConn game that you and I did back in December, she had such an understanding of what the UConn program has meant to women.
Guys, hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Guys, I am Geneva. This is Geneva in general. Yes, again, I understand that I am late. Okay, I had a lot of things to do today. And also, of course, it was Super Bowl Sunday, Super Bowl weekend. But yesterday, guys, again, I talked about this a little bit in my previous video after my South Carolina Gamecocks was just defeated by the Texas Longhorns. So, guys, yesterday, OSU, okay, that is the Ohio State Buckeyes for women's basketball, they were defeated by the USC Trojans, okay, at the Trojans' home court. So, again, I am from Columbus, Ohio, so I ain't gonna lie, I was low-key, no, not even low-key, I was high-key rooting for my Ohio State Buckeyes to win, okay? Even though I still love the Trojans, I still love Juju Watkins, but I ain't gonna lie, I was hoping that my home state would win. USC ends up winning that game, okay? They had 84 points. Ohio State, we only had 63 points, okay? It didn't start off that way, okay? The first and second quarter, we were staying in the game. By the third and fourth quarter, we got completely obliterated. It was a slaughterhouse up in the USC Trojans arena. Guys, I came across a TikTok, okay? A content creator, this black guy, and I swear if I remembered his name, and I would actually insert his clip, but I don't. But I did tell him that I'm going to steal his idea, okay? So again, I'm giving him the credit. I always give my credits in reference to where I get articles and everything from. But he was like, how come nobody calls Juju Watkins the Chosen Bun? And I'm like, that is so cute. I am stealing that, sir, okay? I'm sorry, but I got to run with it. We got to share it, okay? From now on, Juju Watkins, she should be called the Chosen Bun. But speaking of Juju Watkins, guys, in this game again, Kiki Arafin, she ended up being the leading scorer, okay, when it was OSU versus USC, which is nothing wrong with that, okay? Kiki Arafin was able to put up 24 points, okay, whereas Juju Watkins, she put up 17 points. And I believe in the first quarter, the first half of the game, Juju Watkins only made about, 4 points in the first half of the game when it was USC versus OSU. It's just something about her performance lately, okay? And again, they got whipped by the Iowa Hawkeyes last week at Caitlin Clark's jersey retirement ceremony. And the entire team only had 4 points in the first half. They didn't start aggressively coming back into the second quarter. Again, I don't want to put the blame on Coach Lindsay Gottlieb, but even Juju Watkins seems like she's kind of fed up with the coach, okay? And it kind of begs the question as to what the future of USC looks like, and more specifically, what does the future of Juju Watkins look like? Will she remain a USC Trojan for the rest of her collegiate level basketball career? Juju Watkins, like a lot of, young women athletes, okay, especially black female athletes, we like to, we're very expressive, okay? Not just our words, but our body language, our facial expressions. Sometimes, and again, it's nothing wrong with it. It's completely normal. It's okay. She's a human being. It's okay to feel frustrated. It's okay to be angry. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to feel happiness. During this game, okay, with USC versus OSU, Juju Watkins, her body language, her facial expressions, she seemed very much over it. She seemed fed up. And I ain't gonna lie, before she seemed more fed up, a lot of people are saying oh, it's just the coach, it's just her teammates. Honestly, she was being kind of more passionate, a little bit more aggressive, assertive, trying to direct her teammates on the floor. But all in all, I think that she expressed more passion and frustration with herself. Because again, she only put up 4 points in the first half of the game versus the OSU Buckeyes. You could tell she was fed up with herself. And then when she got benched, again, I'll insert the clip before my commentary so you guys can see it. Coach Lindsay Gottlieb is talking to her. Okay, she's giving her some advice. And have you ever seen Charlie Brown? It was want. In one ear and out the other. It's like she was just over it. But some people are like, what? That's just her natural facial expression. She probably was really understanding and listening to what the coach input had to say. The coach's instructions. It's just that's just her face. But it's she wasn't making no contact with her. She was just kind of looking straight ahead, she just didn't seem interested in what Coach Lindsay Gottlieb had to say. Again, I have had my very light criticisms on Coach Lindsay Gottlieb as it pertains to the direction she's trying to push USC Trojans to. And I always the thing that's missing from Coach Lindsay Gottlieb, from what I can see in my observations, is that the lack of physicality and aggressiveness on the court. Okay, it's almost as if they play to Hollywood. Again, I understand that's USC. Y'all are located in Southern California, in Los Angeles, California. That is the entertainment capital. That is Hollywood. But it's specifically when it comes to playing certain teams, again, when they lost to Notre Dame was just they out physicaled them, okay? They were literally beating them up on the court, and it's Coach Lindsay Gottlieb just had nothing. She had no answers to counteract the attacks that Notre Dame, the Fighting Irish, gained to the USC Trojans. So this is an article from Sports Illustrated titled, "Fans Sense Juju Watkins' Frustration and Interaction with USC Coach Amid Shooting Woes." The number 7th ranked USC Trojans women's basketball team produced an impressive 84-63 win over the number 8 Ohio State Buckeyes on February 8th. What's perhaps more impressive is that USC was able to secure this top 10 win despite superstar sophomore Juju Watkins' uncharacteristically poor offensive night. Watkins missed the first 11 shots she took in the game before finally breaking that streak with a layup in the third quarter. While she finished the game with 17 points and 10 rebounds, she did so on 5 of 21 shooting from the floor, along with 1 of 6 from three-point range. Again, Juju Watkins is so good that the fact that, again, like she ended this game having 17 points, that still is like, you know, in our minds, and even, of course, in her own mind, that's why she seems so frustrated at herself, that ending the game with just 17 points is like, what happened to you tonight? Were you sick? Are you coming down with the flu? You see what I'm saying? So it's like, it just gives testament and a testimony to just how well she is, how efficient she is on her offensive side, and how well she can be. So it's like, even though they ended up, you know, winning, they got the dub over my Buckeyes. Okay, it is what it is. They literally whooped them girls over. It was, what, a 19-point blowout? That's a blowout. It still did not look good on Watkins' overall record because, again, it took her 11 shots just to finally make a shot. And after that, again, like she got that shot from a freaking layup. Given that Watkins is used to dominating on the offensive end, it's no surprise that she was frustrated about this offensive night despite her team's victory. At one point in the game, the Fox broadcast showed USC coach Lindsay Gottlieb speaking to Watkins while on the bench, and some fans seemed to think that Watkins' frustration about the game was displayed when her coach spoke to her. You know, it just shows the fans' tweets. Someone tweeted on Twitter, "Someone save her, please." Another one said, "If I send this to you, just know that I am not listening and I am intentionally ignoring you." And then someone says, "LMAO, Juju is over whatever coach is saying to her," one fan wrote on Twitter. Again, like she just looked very sheepish and kind of was just like she's just like, she don't want to hear it. Like you can tell, like she was probably, more than likely, she was just in her head. Okay, she was very angry, upset, not just with her coach and her teammates. Okay, but mainly and first and foremost, she was upset with herself and the way that she was lacking in her performance last night during USC versus OSU game. But again, guys, if she did feel some type of way about her coach, Coach Lindsay Gottlieb, I can't say that I blame her. Again, it's something about Coach Lindsay Gottlieb that like she is lacking. And it's the efficiency, the lack of aggressiveness, assertiveness in the court, and physicality, amongst other things. Guys, comment down below your thoughts on OSU being defeated by USC. And also comment down below your thoughts on Juju Watkins, her facial expressions, the frustration that she felt in that game, how she was able to miss 11 shots in a row before she finally was able to make a layup, and her body language and facial expressions, and the message it was kind of sending to Coach Lindsay Gottlieb and everyone who observed it. Because again, guys, if you just, again, I'll insert the video. If you just look at the video, it just seemed like Juju Watkins was just over last night.